Good evening, my friends. There seems to have been an enormous sea change with the legacy media handling of Beijing Biden, my friends. So Charlie Kirk's Twitter was reporting on a CNN story where they spent an entire segment, CNN, documenting how Beijing Biden is a pathological liar. He claims he was at ground zero the day after 9/11. Bullshit. Witnessed a bridge collapse in Pittsburgh in 2022. False. Grandfather died just days before his own birth at the same hospital. False. His grandfather died a year before in a different state. So, multiple conversations with an Amtrak conductor who's been dead for many, many years. Also false. He was allegedly arrested in a civil rights protest. Also bullshit. He used to drive an 18-wheeler. Bullshit. He used to teach at Pitt University. Bullshit. Visited a Pittsburgh synagogue, the site of a 2018 mass shooting. Also false. This isn't senility. 35 years ago, Beijing Biden was kicked the fuck out of the 1988 election for plagiarizing speeches and lying about his grades in college, my friends. Whoops, shut the fuck up, CNN. So when you lie about small things, you lie about big things. If Beijing Biden can't stop fabricating inane personal stories, imagine the massive lies he's told about Burisma, Hunter, Ukraine, and MBNA, and China, etc. So, another curious attack point is USA Today. My God, these guys have been the complete left-wing blue anon for fucking years now. But USA Today comes out swinging. Biden scolds the media on how to cover his impeachment inquiry. What a bunch of bull jerky. Okay, it's today, actually, at 4 in the morning. So, USA Today has always found it interesting when people feel the need to tell them how to do their job better. This comes with the territory of writing your own opinions for a living. So my readers have a right to tell me what they think, but you know who doesn't? President Beijing Biden or any government official. Our First Amendment, holier than thou fucking First Amendment truist right here, believes a firm wall between the press and the government. USA Today is legit writing this in 2023. I can't believe it. So Beijing Biden administration can't stop itself from meddling with the news media. So Wednesday, that's yesterday technically, the White House issued a memo to news outlets that they should find appalling. Oh God, clutch your pearls a little bit harder there. At the very least, insulting. Get the fuck out of here, seriously. You guys have been carrying water for Biden for fucking 4 fucking years, so get out of here with your bullshit. The memo was in response to House Republicans opening an impeachment inquiry, which will most likely go goddamn nowhere. I'm glad I'm not monetized on YouTube because this is not going to get this is going to get language flagged. And so the toothless, feckless Republicans are opening a totally fucking oven mitt impeachment inquiry. I mean, to hit you like an oven mitt on Tuesday into the Biden family's alleged corruption and influence peddling. I mean, my God, how much fucking evidence do you need? Again, I may get banned for this video. Even the title of the memo is cringeworthy. This is USA Today saying this, not me. It's time for the media to do more to scrutinize House Republicans' demonstrably false claims that they're basing this impeachment stunt on. Hey, USA Today, how did you cover the 2019 impeachment of Trump, or even the 2021 impeachment of Trump when he was no longer in office? I'll wait for your reply. So, the White House can't see the irony, but what it's accusing Republicans here of doing is exactly what the Democrats did to Donald Trump throughout his presidency. Oh my God, USA Today, doing a little bit of journalism in 2023. Okay, so we'll skip the bullshit about Kevin McCarthy, who's a big fucking pussy. The Biden administration is clearly miffed that it seems to be losing its grip on the mainstream media, which has long favored Democrats. At least you're being honest with yourself, USA Today. And it's likely fearful that more negative coverage could sink Biden's chances at a second term. So people have been talking about a change of batter, my friends, and people have been speculating it's going to be Michelle Obama. No fucking way, because the Obamas are both lazy motherfuckers. I mean, hey, it could be Michelle Obama, but she hated being in D.C., she hated being the First Lady, hell, she fucking hates America, but, you know, that's really not a disqualifying characteristic these days in the Democratic Party. Anyway, on to the next one. Washington Post, curiously. David Ignatius. Opinion. President Biden should not run in 2024. Curious. Who the fuck is this guy? Well, he's a columnist and a novelist and an editor for the Washington Post, the WAPO. Huge blue anon source. So, people have claimed that he is a CIA media spokesman because he's been criticized as being defensive and overtly positive over the CIA's coverage. And he calls this Melvin Goodman, a CIA veteran, and John Hopkins professor, has called Ignatius the mainstream media's apologist for the CIA. So yeah, he's the CIA's mouthpiece, I guess. Alright, so this article is pretty much a fluff piece, but let's just go down to some highlighted parts. Beijing Biden has had a remarkable string of wins. That's funny. I feel like he's had a remarkable strings of L's. But anyway, he defeated Orange Man, and he also passed some of the most important domestic legislation in recent decades. That's going to be judged very poorly in the future, my friends. And in foreign policy, he managed the delicate balance of helping Ukraine with U.S. troops fight Russia without getting America itself involved into a war. Yet, in sum, he's been a successful and effective president at fucking up the entire middle and lower class. So, but he doesn't think that Biden and Harris should run for re-election. It's painful to say that to him, given my admiration for much of what they have accomplished, i.e. fucking up the entire economy, and it's going to get worse, and vaccine mandates are... Whoa, don't talk about that on YouTube, my friend. Hush up about that. We'll get to that in New Tech exclusives. So Beijing Biden would carry two big liabilities. In 2024, he would be 82 when he begins the second term, and he is already off the reservation, my friends. He is absolutely fucking just gone, lost. I don't know what drugs they're pumping into him, but man, it's not working anymore. 77% of the public, including 69% of Democrats, think he's too old to be effective for 4 more years. And heels up Harris, his running mate, is less popular than Beijing Biden. Nobody fucking likes her. So Beijing Biden has another chance to say no to himself this time by withdrawing from the 2024 race. It might not be in character for him because he's absolutely fucking greedy, and he's a complete grifter and a complete fraud, and basically just getting bribed all over the place. But it would be a wise choice for the country for him to just retire. So they're going to try to pump in Gavin Newsom, my friends. Where did you go? I was literally on USA Today a minute ago, or Politico, and where did you go? Hold on, Newsom. There they are. There's 3 stories on Politico all in a row, a little below the fold, but maybe they weren't a while ago when I looked at this earlier. So Newsom relishes role as Democratic attack dog. Newsom announced climate-focused trip to China. Why is Gavin Newsom doing this? Why is this being announced on Politico? Because he's probably the next guy, the next in line. And Newsom taunts Ron DeSantis, who has absolutely no chance of winning the Republican nomination. He says DeSantis has belly flopped. Well, I don't think he's wrong, but still... Newsom, you're a complete fraud as well. You also are Nancy Pelosi's, I believe, cousin. And, pretty much everyone everyone inside of California and outside of California pretty much really fucking hates you because you look like either a greasy Jew lawyer or a greasy Jew used car salesman. So that's that. That's all we're going to do. If you like my content, hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. I read all the comments, my friends. And pick up some non-perishable food, and God bless.